before she go in, watch the light. She was shot before she even went in. Her adrenaline was so high, she didn't even know she was shot. My phone wants to trip. It don't want to act right, but you know what? We're going to get through it.
I don't know. There you go, right there. Right where? Right there. Outside by the car.
Hold on, y'all.
Here at the truck. I don't know. There you go, right there. Right where? Right there. Outside by the car. Here at the truck.
Watch the glow before she go in.
No, come on. Look,
Watch this. Watch the glow. Wow. You see that light? You see that light? Let's go back. Watch here in the corner. Watch that big bright light.
No, come on.
Watch this. You see that light? You see that? She was already shot. She was already shot. And she knew she was shot. Her adrenaline took her on in there. Her adrenaline took her in there. She was shot on the outside.
Police, that woman was shot and killed searching for her cheating husband. Now, we brought you this story. It's breaking news. This was yesterday morning. Police say 42-year-old Kiana Wilson was found shot inside a car. It was just outside the Madison Police Precinct. Investigators tell us she was actually shot inside a home on Scalf Drive. Investigators say she went to the home looking for her husband, who was in a relationship with another woman. Police say she got into an argument with the other woman, then tried to force her way into the house. That's when the woman shot Wilson in the stomach, according to police. Wilson drove away, flagged down an officer outside the precinct. She later died at the hospital.
5:30 in the morning, Nashville, Tennessee. The sky is still dark, that kind of dark where the streetlights are doing most of the work, and there's a Cadillac stopped dead in the middle of the road, right across from the Madison Police Precinct. The driver's door swings open. A woman stumbles out clutching her stomach, blood everywhere. Kiana Wilson found her husband's car parked behind another woman's house just minutes ago. Not in front, behind, like he was hiding something, like he didn't want to be seen. So she did what a lot of people would do when they know something ain't right. She moved that car to the front with her own key, walked up to that door, and knocked. What happened in the next 10 minutes would leave her bleeding out in a police parking lot, her 2 kids without a mother, and the whole internet divided on who's really to blame. This is the story of a woman who fought for a marriage that was already dead, and it cost her everything. Make it make sense. Welcome to Behind Dark Crime. This is where we tell the stories they wanted forgotten. Domestic violence, relationship murders, cases that went cold while families still wait for answers. Raw truth, no filter. If you're about that truth, subscribe and lock in with us. Now let's get into today's case. Let's rewind, because you need to understand who Kiana Wilson was before we get to how she died. 42 years old, a mother, a wife, the kind of woman her family said could light up any room she walked into. Her cousin, who was more like an aunt to her, described Kiana as devoted, heavy on the devoted. She wasn't out here playing games. She wasn't the type to start drama. She was the type to hold her family down, to show up, to keep her word. And when it came to her marriage, she was all in. June 9th, 2015. That's when Kiana married Amado Wilson. They had a whole life together. Kids, a home, posts on social media that showed them smiling, celebrating anniversaries, wishing each other happy birthday. From the outside looking in, they had it together. In 2020, 5 years into the marriage, Kiana made a post about her husband. She said, "On this day 5 years ago, we started our journey to forever. This has been an amazing experience that I wouldn't trade for the world. You have been my rock through the good times and my support through the bad. You have showed me a true example of a great partner, dad, man, and friend. Thank you for truly adoring me every day from the beginning and each day forward. I love you and happy anniversary." Amato posted back, said happy anniversary to his beautiful wife, said 5 years went by so fast and many more to come. That phrase right there, many more to come, got people talking later. Some folks thought it sounded off, like maybe there were cracks in the foundation that nobody could see yet. But back then, it just looked like another couple doing their thing. The next year, 2021, things still seemed solid. Valentine's Day dinner posts, birthday shout-outs, Kayona commenting on her husband's statuses, calling him adorable, joking around with him. He'd post about being grateful for his job. She'd hype him up in the comments. That's what couples do, right? But here's where the timeline starts to shift. That job Amato was so grateful for, word is that's where he met her, Kayosha Greer, 42 years old, just like Kayona. And according to police reports later on, Kayosha was described as being in a dating relationship with Amato, a dating relationship with a married man. There's even a photo floating around online showing Kayosha wearing the same company shirt Amato had on when he posted about being thankful for that job back in 2021. Coincidence? Maybe, but it's hard to ignore the timeline. Because in 2021, Amato made his last public birthday post to Kayona. He wrote, "Happy birthday to my beautiful wife and my grandmother," just like he'd done every year before. But after that, the post stopped. No more birthday shout-outs, no more anniversary tributes, at least not publicly. Meanwhile, Kayona kept him on her social media. She kept posting him. She kept fighting for what they had. Because according to her family, Amato promised her he would fix things. He told her he did stop the lying, stop the cheating, stop playing games. And Kayona, she believed him. In January 2024, she even updated her cover photo to a picture of her and her husband together. Her cousin said it was her way of showing the world she was still fighting for her marriage, but Amato wasn't posting Kayona anymore. His page had gone quiet when it came to his wife, and by December 2024, things got real bold. Kayosha Greer left a comment under one of Amato's birthday posts. She wrote, "Happy birthday, hot boy," out in the open, for everybody to see, and at that point, it wasn't a secret anymore. Kayona's husband was involved with another woman, and that woman wasn't trying to hide it. Now, we don't know exactly when the relationship between Amato and Kayosha started. Could have been 2021, could have been earlier, could have been later. But what we do know is this. By the time August 2025 rolled around, Kayona Wilson was still holding on. She had just sent her 2 kids off to college. She was looking forward to working on her marriage. She thought they were going to make it. She had no idea she only had days left to live. Let me tell you something. Kayona's family said she wasn't a confrontational person. She didn't go looking for trouble. She didn't roll up on people trying to fight. That wasn't her character. But when you love somebody, when you've built a life with somebody, and you find out they've been lying to your face, sometimes you just need answers. You need to look that person in the eye and ask them why. That's all Kayona wanted. She didn't go to Kayosha's house to start a war. She went there to find her husband, to make him face her, to get the truth. And on August 25th, 2025, that decision would cost her her life. August 25th, early morning, Kayona Wilson wakes up and something doesn't feel right. Maybe she checked her husband's location. Maybe she just knew. That feeling in your gut when you know somebody's lying to you, when you know exactly where they are and exactly what they're doing. That feeling that makes your chest tight and your hands shake. She gets in her car, drives to Scalf Drive in Nashville, and there it is, her husband's car. Parked behind Kayosha Greer's house, behind, not in the driveway, not on the street, behind the house like he's hiding, like he doesn't want nobody to see it. Kayona gets out. She's got the key to that car because it's her husband's car. She unlocks it, gets in, and moves it from the back of the house to the front. Right there in plain sight. She's not sneaking. She's not hiding. She's making it known that she's here and she knows what's going on. Then she walks up to the front door, and she knocks. Now, Keosha Greer's got a Ring doorbell, one of those surveillance systems where you can see who's at your door and talk to them through a speaker without ever opening it. So when Keona knocks, Keosha doesn't come to the door. She speaks to Keona through that speaker. And this is where things get real important, because later on, parts of that Ring footage would get leaked. And what it shows is not what a lot of people expected. The video is only about 36 seconds long, but it tells a whole story. You can hear Keona talking. She's not screaming. She's not banging on the door. She's calm. You can hear her asking where her husband is. She's saying, "Where he at? Tell him to come out." She's even whispering at one point, trying to get him to come outside and face her. Keosha, on the other hand, is the one who sounds agitated. She's telling Keona, "You need to go that way. Ain't nobody gonna come out here. You're not gonna be doing this at my house." And then something happens. You can hear Keona say something, and Keosha responds, "I ain't worried about that." Her family would later point out that this moment is crucial. Because what did Keosha show Keona to make her say she wasn't worried about it? According to the family's analysis of the video, Keosha had already pulled out a gun. She showed Keona the weapon, and Keona, still calm, still not aggressive, says she's not worried about it, because she didn't come there for violence. She came there for her husband. But Keosha tells her that he's outside, near the van. Keona looks, doesn't see him, and realizes Keosha's lying. So she asks Keosha to come with her to check. If he's really out there, let's go see. But Keosha refuses. That's when Keona tries to enter the house. Her foot goes in the doorway, and Keosha tells her, "Move your foot, I'm not going to play with you." According to the police report, Keosha Greer fired the first shot through the storm door. That bullet didn't hit Keona, it missed. But Keona still pushed her way inside. Now here's where the family's version and the official story start to clash. The police say Keona forced entry, and then the two women got into a physical fight. That's when Keosha fired a second shot, hitting Keona in the abdomen. But Keona's family looked at that Ring footage frame by frame, and they say something different. They say, if you watch closely, right before Keona crosses the threshold into the house, you can see a flash of light, a bright glow. That's the gunshot.
Before she go in, watch the light. She was shot before she even went in. Her adrenaline was so high, she didn't even know she was shot.
They say Keona was shot before she even made it all the way inside. She was shot outside on the doorstep, and her adrenaline carried her into that house. Her cousin breaks it down in a video, pausing the footage, pointing out the exact moment. She says, "Watch the glow. Watch that light. Boom. You see that? She was already shot. She was already shot before she went in."
I don't know. There you go, right there. Right there. Outside by the car. Here at the truck.
Watch the glow before she go in.
No, come on. Look,
Watch this. Watch the glow. Wow. You see that light? You see that light? You see that light? Did you see that light? Let's go back. Let's go back. Before she go in. You seen that? You see that light? Let's go back. Watch here in the corner. Watch that big bright light.
No, come on.
Watch this. You see that light? You see that? She was already shot. She was already shot. And she knew she was shot. Her adrenaline took her on in there. Her adrenaline took her in there. She was shot on the outside.
I don't know. There you go, right there. Right there. Outside by the car. Here.
If that's true, then the self-defense argument starts to fall apart, because if Keona was shot before she entered while she was still outside, then how is that defending your home? But we'll get to that. What we know for sure is this. Keona Wilson was shot, and after she was shot, she ran out of that house, got into her husband's car, and drove. She made it about the car block. 1 block. That's it. She pulled up to the Madison Police Precinct, right at the intersection of Myatt Drive and Anderson Lane, and she stopped the car in the opposite lane of traffic. An officer saw her, saw the blood, saw her clutching her stomach. She told him what happened, told him she'd been shot during an argument with another woman at a home on Scalf Drive, told him she went there looking for her husband. They rushed her to Skyline Medical Center, but it was too late. Keona Wilson died from that gunshot wound. 42 years old, a mother of 2. Gone, and her husband, Amado Wilson. He was in that house the whole time. According to Keona's family, he locked himself in a bedroom, didn't come out, didn't try to stop the fight, didn't try to protect his wife, just hid. Her cousin put it like this: "You left her fighting. You left her fighting instead of you breaking that mess up. You locked yourself in a room and let them women battle it out like they did."
So y'all know I say opinions is like assholes, everybody got one. My whole biggest thing about this whole situation is, bruh, why didn't you just come out the motherfucking house? See, it was you who she wanted. Yeah, they probably end up boxing, got the fighting or whatnot later on down the line. But if you had brought your motherfucking ass out of that goddamn house, that would have diffused both of them women going back and forth with each other. Because at that moment, she wanted you. She wanted you. See, if it had been me, and I know I'm wrong in this situation, and you come, your wife or significant other come to my door, beating on my door, want her husband, he got to come up out of there. He had to come out of there. Especially after them fighting or whatnot, he wouldn't have been locking himself in no goddamn room. No, nigga, you come up out of here. I ain't facing this by my motherfucking self. You locked the door, bruh. And let them women go through what they went through. As a straight goddamn coward in every motherfucking way of a coward. That was a coward.
So the police start investigating. They go to the scene. They talk to Keosha Greer. They get her side of the story. And here's what comes out. Keosha Greer is a convicted felon. Back in 2003, she was charged with attempted first-degree murder. That charge got reduced to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. She served 6 months in prison and had probation violations after that. This woman already had a history of violence, already had a case where she was accused of trying to kill somebody. And now, 22 years later, she's involved in another shooting. Another woman is dead. But when the police consult with the district attorney's office, they make a decision. No charges. Not yet anyway. They say the case is still under investigation. They say they need more time to review the evidence. But as of right now, Keosha Greer is only being charged with one thing: being a felon in possession of a firearm. That's it. No murder charge, no manslaughter, no nothing. Just the gun charge. And people lose their minds. Social media explodes. Some folks say Keosha was defending her home. They say Keona shouldn't have gone over there, shouldn't have tried to force her way in. They say if somebody's trying to break into your house, you have a right to protect yourself. But other people say that's murder. They say Keona wasn't a threat. She didn't have a weapon. She left her own gun in the car, according to her family. She just wanted to talk to her husband. And even if she did force her way in, does that justify shooting her in the stomach and letting her bleed out? Then, the ring footage gets leaked. Now, nobody knows for sure who leaked it, but most people think it was Keosha or someone close to her, because she's the one with access to that footage, and the timing of it is suspicious. It comes out right when people are calling for her to be charged with murder, like she's trying to show the world that Kiona was the aggressor, that she had no choice. But when Kiona's family sees that footage, they don't see it that way at all. They see a woman who was calm, a woman who was just asking for her husband, a woman who got shot before she even made it inside. Kiona's cousin makes video after video breaking down the footage. She's pointing out every detail, every word, every flash of light. She's saying, "Y'all said she kicked the door in. She didn't kick no door in. You voluntarily opened that door for her. Y'all was talking. She was talking to you very calmly." She goes on, "And what was it that you showed her that made her say, 'I ain't worried about that'? When you came to that door, you already had your gun with you. That was no forced entry at all. None. She wasn't aggressive. You were the aggressive one. It was like if you caught her with your husband. You were the aggressive one. The family is furious. They're heartbroken. They're demanding justice. And they're putting Amato Wilson on blast too. Because in their eyes, he's just as responsible for Kiona's death as Kiosha is. Maybe more. As of now, Kiosha Greer has only been charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm. That charge was filed on August 26, 2025, one day after Kiona died. She's due in court in October. But there's no murder charge, no manslaughter, nothing. The police say the investigation is ongoing. They say additional charges could come later, but a lot of people aren't holding their breath. Because in Tennessee, like in a lot of states, you have the right to defend your home. And if the DA believes Kiosha was acting in self-defense, they might not charge her with anything else. But here's the thing. Self-defense laws usually require that you reasonably believe your life is in danger. You can't just shoot somebody because they stepped foot in your house. You have to show that you had no other option, that you were in imminent danger. And that's where the questions start piling up. Was Kiosha really in danger? Kiona didn't have a weapon. She wasn't threatening to kill Kiosha. She just wanted her husband. Yes, she forced her way into the house, but does that justify a fatal gunshot to the abdomen? If Kiona was shot before she even made it all the way inside, then the self-defense argument crumbles. Because you can't claim you were defending your home if you shot somebody who was still outside. The district attorney's office hasn't said much. They're reviewing the case. They're looking at the evidence. But for now, Kiosha Greer is walking free, and Kiona Wilson is in a casket. Kiona Wilson is gone. Her two kids, who she just sent off to college, are now planning her funeral. Her family is devastated. Her cousin keeps posting videos, keeps demanding justice, keeps making sure people know that Kiona was not a violent person, that she was a devoted wife, that she was fighting for her marriage, not looking for a fight. And Amato Wilson, he's quiet. He hasn't said much publicly, but his wife is dead. The woman he was cheating with is the one who killed her. And he was in that house the whole time, hiding in a room while his wife fought for her life. This case has divided people. Some say Kiona made a mistake going to that house, that she should have just left, filed for divorce, moved on with her life. Others say she was well within her right to confront her husband, that Amato and Kiosha are the ones who destroyed this family. But at the end of the day, one thing is clear. Lies kill. Cheating kills. Playing with people's emotions, making promises you don't keep, hiding relationships, sneaking around, it all has consequences. And in this case, the consequence was death. Kiona Wilson fought for a marriage that was already over. She believed her husband when he said he'd change. She held on when maybe she should have let go. But does that mean she deserved to die? Does that mean she deserved to be shot in the stomach and left to bleed out a block away from a police station? Make it make sense. Kiona's family says they won't let her die in vain. They're pushing for murder charges. They're making sure people know her story. Because this isn't just about one woman who went to the wrong house at the wrong time. This is about what happens when love turns into betrayal, when trust turns into lies, when marriage vows turn into death sentences. Rest in peace, Keona Wilson, 42 years old, a mother, a wife, a woman who loved hard and paid the ultimate price. If this case hit you the way it hit me, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Keosha should be charged with murder? Was this really self-defense? And what do you think about Amato's role in all of this? Hit that like button if you want to see more cases like this covered on Behind Dark Crime. Subscribe so you don't miss the next story. And share this video because Keona's family wants her story told. They want people to know what really happened. Until next time, stay safe out there. Because these streets and these relationships will test you, and not everybody makes it out alive. This is Behind Dark Crime. I'll catch you in the next one.